So today we are going to discuss exercise 14.1 of class 10th NCERT maths. So here we start. Question number first is complete the following statements. First is probability of an event E plus probability of an event of not E is equal to. Firstly, let us take example. Suppose that there are two faces of a coin, a head and a tail. If you toss the coin, the probability of coming head is number of favorable outcome, that is one of coming head, and total number of that can be head or tail. So total are 2 upon 2. So the probability of coming head is 1 by 2. Probability of not coming head, it means probability of coming tail is also 1 by 2. These are both equally likely outcomes, and the sum of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 1 in all cases. So that's why the probability of an event E plus probability of event not E is always equal to 1. So the answer is 1. Let me do this with different color. 1. Okay. The probability of an event that cannot happen is dash. Such an event is called what? Okay. So the probability of an event that cannot happen is 0. Obviously, the probability of coming 7 in a dice is 0 because there is no favorable outcome. 7, there is no 7 in the dice. So the probability is 0. Such an event is called impossible event. What is called? Impossible event. The probability of an event that is certain to happen is 1. The probability of an event which is certain to happen is 1. And such an event is called certain event or sure event. Next is, that is 4, the sum of probability of all the elementary events of an experiment. The sum of probability of all the elementary events is of an experiment is 1 always. Like here. Sum of these are the probabilities of coming head and coming tail. And if you sum it, it will be always 1. The probability of an event is greater than, not greater than, or equal to this or here, greater than or equal to dash and less than or equal to. A probability of an event is greater than or equal to, this can be 0 or greater than 0, and less than or equal to here 0 and here 2, what? 1. Okay, so the probability of an event is greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. Coming to the next question, question number 2, that is, which of the following experiments have equally likely outcomes? Explain. So first we have to tell that they are equally likely outcomes or not, and then you have to explain why they are equally likely outcomes, if they are and why they are not. So, our first part is a driver attempts to start a car. The car starts or does not start. There are two outcomes. Total number of outcomes. Let's hear. Total number of outcomes. Total number of outcome. Number of outcomes are 2. That it will be started or not start. Number of favorable outcomes if you want car to start. So number of favorable outcomes is car starts is 1. So the probability of starting a car, probability of starting a car will be number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, that will be 1 by 2. Then does not start. The total are again 2, and number of favorable outcome, that is it does not start, is 1. So the probability of does not starting a car is 1 by 2. They both are equal. So they are both equally likely outcomes. Okay. And why? Because they also sum up to 1. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 equal 1. So they are also equally likely outcomes. Then the second is a player attempts to shoot a basketball. She or he shoots or misses the shot. Here, this is also equally likely outcome. Why? Because it will be shoot. She or he will be shoots or not shoots or misses the shot. So their total number of outcomes are again 2, and favorable outcome of shooting the basketball is 1. Probability will be 1 by 2. And of missing the shot, it will also will be 1 by 2, because total number of outcomes are 2 and number of favorable outcomes is 1. So the probability will be 1 by 2. These are also equals. These are also equally likely outcomes. Understood? The reason is this. These are equally likely outcomes. So I think I should raise this for more space. Okay. Next is, third is, a trial is made to answer a true false question. The answer is right or wrong. So again, there are there are total number of outcomes are 2, because it can be true or false. And for true, the favorable outcome is 1, the probability will be 1 by 2. Again, for wrong answer, it will also be 1 by 2, because total number are 2 and for wrong it is 1. Question number 4. Part number 4, that tells a baby is born. It is a boy or a girl. So probability of having a boy is also 1 by 2, and probability of having a girl is also 1 by 2. How? Because total number of outcomes are a boy or a girl. So there are 2 total number of outcomes. Favorable outcome of a boy, if you want boy, so favorable outcome is 1, and if a girl, so the favorable outcome is also 1. So probability is favorable outcomes, number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes. So probability of having a boy is also 1 by 2, and probability of having a girl is also 1 by 2. Okay. So this was total all of question 2.